They came in the house, cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Stand up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. Shotgun knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep, so it's probably best for the...
Alright, well, I was talking that whole time, but apparently OBS has decided just to go, yeah, nah, thank you, boys. You boys should have sound. And we are about to line them up. Heat race number 1 for the inversion was 16. I want the gap. That's what I want. There we go. Thank you, gentlemen. We are back. Bevan and Morosky. Green flag is out. The JR Productions Media 360 Wings Sprint Car Series. Here from the Lucas Oil Speedway, 3 wide as Barry Dell takes a pick up on the inside. Bevan going to go chuffing into the concrete wall. Will look to stay green. No one else behind him. Morosky cops a slider from Joshua Barry. Keep an eye on the quick time man, Nathan Vanderwacker. He looks down to the inside of Morosky on the exit of turn number 4. Morosky falls back to position number 3. Joshua Barry continues to lead the way. Bevan getting put to lap down as we continue to watch Vanderwacker. Morosky nose to tail through turn number 3 and 4. Then you go back to David Clifford, Neville Olf, Reese May, Trent Gosley. That's your 7 cars in heat race number 1 that are on the racetrack. Top 3 will go straight through to the main event. Everybody else will go through to a C and a B main. Now they are alphabet. It's an alphabet soup style where there's not normally 2 B mains. It is going back to the old format, the alphabet soup. Braden Morosky, position number 3. Clifford back there in 4th position. Now here comes Clifford around the outside of Morosky down the back straight away. The battle for the transfer spot is now in the hands of David Clifford. Meanwhile, Vanderwacker 4 to run for your race leader Joshua Barry. Vanderwacker was closing in. 0.2 of a second is the lead at the moment. They'll drift a little way up the racetrack. Now back, look at Morosky trying to get back by Neville Olf. Olf up to position number 4. But it's still Joshua Barry, car number 20. Leading the way with 2 laps left to run. Vanderwacker maximising his qualifying points after going quick time. The inversion of 4 heats on the program, which gave it a 16 car inversion. The white flag is out, 1 to run. Barry has got 2 left-hand turns. Here comes Vanderwacker. He'll have 1 more opportunity in turn number 3 and 4. It won't matter. Joshua Barry wins heat race number 1. Nathan Vanderwacker home in 2nd. 3rd will go to David Clifford. Those 3 drivers transferring directly to the main event. Everybody else, 4th one back, will find themselves in the last chance qual, the last chance showdown, and potentially a C main. Neville Olf, Trent Gosley, Braden Morosky home in 4, 5 and 6. Reese May, Max Bevan home in 7th and 8th. And of course Clayton Wise, Hayden Vickers did not starters in heat race number 1. Let's take a look at those official results just to clarify who goes where. And it is Joshua Barry, Nathan Vanderwacker and David Clifford, your top 3. Everybody else again will go to a C and a B main. Heat number 2 will line up like this. It's the JR Productions, the media man himself of James Rice on pole to the outside of the front row. Driving car number 65, it's Cooper Dunn for position number 2. And or also known as number 2. Position number 3 will be Brent Holmes on his outside. He went 2nd quick tonight. Daniel Boyd lines up at a position number 4. Nick Grime will start from position number 5. And Andrew Corbett will start from position number 6. Matt Bailey from position number 7. Chris Nankerville lines up at a position number 8. And Tony Walsh will start from position number 9. Right, Sean? Have fun? You want to see how we do it here? You want some... Here it is. Live looking. I generally don't like to use the cockpit view just for this matter, but you know what? We might just this one time. Here it is. Right side cockpit. Left side, you're watching inside of Chris's household. There we go. We'll go from the roll bar. I do like the roll bar view better. Again, this is what we are starting to bring in. And hopefully we start to see a few more broadcasters utilise this because, well, it just brings another aspect to the broadcast. As we go green flag racing, 10 laps on the board. Heat number 2. And already naked. Not afraid to make it 3 wide out of turn number 2. He'll get clear. You can see the pack in front of him. Cooper Dunn continues to lead the way. We'll go back up front. Oh, we can get the right button. Oh, how about if I press that button? There we go. You're watching Cooper Dunn leading the way from James Rice in second. Daniel Boyd in position number 3. Then you go back to Brent Hobbs and Andrew Corbett. Those drivers round out your top 5. Nankiville back there in 6th. Battle on between Nick Ryan, Matt Bailey. That's for 7th and 8th. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Bailey slides up. Cannot complete the pass on Nick Ryan as Nick Ryan worked back to the outside. Contact there with the 64 machine of Brent Hobbs. Picking up Andrew Corbett. Will go yellow. Yellow on the raceway. As we will take a look at how it all unfolded here in your NLRA instant replay. No, that's not even the right replay. Ah, it's just like his front end. He's got a Bluetooth top wing. We're just going to look at that one, just how it all unfolded again. You see Brent Hobbs there just went for the slider and unfortunately right rear to left rear contact, and well, poor old Andrew Corbett goes for a bit of a ride. Whoop. Okay. Let's have a look and see if this one brings it up. There we go. Now we've got the right replay going. So again, a big thank you to everybody tuning in here tonight on the social media pages. Of course, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. We're also live on the iRacing Live page as well. So the front page of iRacing. So again, that's a look at Chris Nankiville getting around on the left-hand side. You can see the right-hand side is what we are focusing on at the moment. Cooper Dunn ready to lead us back to the green flag. Green flag is out in heat race number 2. We're 5 down and 5 to run. And well, it's the 5 of James Rice just going off the edge of the racetrack. Going to lose 1, maybe 2 positions. Here comes Nankiville down to the inside. Nearly catches the infield tyre. Look out. Here comes Nick Ryan out of the outside. But the battle is on for the transfer position. Nankiville and Rice and Ryan throw a blanket over positions 3, 4 and 5 as Nankiville holds on. He's got 3 at the line, but here comes Ryan with a slide jump down into turn number 1 and 2. Nankiville turns it back underneath him down the back straightaway. Nankiville, it's going to be a tennis match at the moment for slide jumps at the minute. Here comes Ryan. Takes a snoot, takes the nose up the 5 machine, but they keep it going nose to tail, a lap and a half. Almost 3 wide slider from Ryan. Nankiville turns it back underneath him. Oh, Paul James Rice and Chris Nankiville. They come together as the white flag is out. Slide jump by Daniel Boyd. He's got the lead down into turn number 3. Dunn goes to the inside, but it won't matter because Daniel Boyd for position number 4 gets the win. Cooper Dunn home in second. Nick Ryan third. And a tough old racing deal between Chris Nankiville, James Rice and Nick Ryan. Unfortunately for Rice and Nankiville, they'll come home 7th and 8th. And the big winner out of that one, other than Daniel Boyd, was Nick Ryan, who comes home in position number 3. So heat number 2 is done. And getting the win was Daniel Boyd. Ahead of Cooper Dunn and Nick Ryan, Hobbs, Walsh, Bailey, Rice, Nankiville and Corbett will find themselves in lower mains. Heat number 3 will line up this way, and starting on the pole, it's going to be the 81 entry of Joshua Walton to the outside of the front row. It's Jared Burns, position number 2. Position number 3 is Cooper Wilson. Riley Stewart starts from position number 4. Position number 5 is Kai Jensen. Position number 6 is Liam James. Jacob Coker will start from position number 7. Lindsay Hobbs at a position number 8. And Dean Powell lines up out of position number 9. So just like what we've seen in heat number 2 with Chris Nankiville, we take a look at Dean Powell on the racetrack. Apologies, I did have to mute then. Young boy wants to come in and wants to know what I'm doing and wants to watch the racing cars, but he'll be a menace. So the 18 of Dean Powell left of the screen. He's the man himself. I want to thank these guys, Chris Nagville, Dean Powell, for allowing us into their homes, allowing us to showcase just what it's like from both the driver's point of view and also a broadcast point of view. Here we go. Green flag is out. Heat race number 3 is upon us, and Powell's going to spin it out, but it will stay green. 3 wide into turns 3. Keep it on the 1 entry of Riley Stewart. And there's a reason why he runs the number 1 machine. He's 8. He's the current champion for Ultimate Dirt League. He won the Worth Australian Big Block Modified Series. If you go back a couple of months ago, towards the end of last year. Cooper Wilson, your race leader. But the battle is on between Riley Stewart, Joshua Walton. Stewart slides up in front of Walton. Walton gets back down to the inside before they get to turn number 3. And Walton, he'll stay low. He'll slide it up. He'll get just below the slick there on the exit of turn number 4 and drove away from Riley Stewart down the front stretch. Dean Powell going back to the pit area. Riley Stewart right on the bowl at the moment. Position number 3. Jensen, Jared Burns. Great battle down into turns 1 and 2 between Jensen and Burns. Jensen, he tried to shut the door on Burns. They both lifted, they both kept it going. Wilson holds a 6/10 of a second lead over Joshua Walton. Walton, who again is starting to struggle a little bit with Riley Stewart now. Stewart slides up. He's done what Joshua Walton did to him about 3 or 4 laps ago. And they are catching the 14 entry of Cooper Wilson. Stewart goes to the middle of the racetrack, slides up again, the right rear just touching the edge of the slick there. Stewart stays low down into 1. Wilson jumps the cushion on the exit of turn number 2, and you've got a battle on for the race lead. Wilson trying to protect the bottom side, but Stewart trying to go around the outside. Banging wheels down into turn number 1. Stewart's on the outside, Wilson on the inside. Wilson's got it by half a car length. Oh my! And there was literally, well, you know what was in it. And Riley Stewart goes for a little bit of a ride. Oh my, the NLRA instant replay. You hate to see it. What a battle. They were rubbing wheels before they got into turn number 1. And you can be the judge of that. We all know, we all seen it happen. Just watch it how far Cooper Wilson was away from Riley Stewart when the Stewart car went around. Look, there it is there. Stewart goes around. And well, he's going to have to go to the tail end of the field. Literally don't think there is anything between it and Cooper Wilson. Unfortunately for Stewart, he went from battling for the race lead, now going to find himself inside a last chance showdown. Probably a C main being that far back. So again, there will be a C main, and the C main drivers will go transfer to the B main, and then the B main drivers will transfer to the A. So we're going to have, and what would normally be 5 cars from the B, because normally we'd have 5 heats, top 3 go to the main event, so that'll lock in 15 cars, and then we'll take 5. So 20 car field for tonight's A main means we'll take 8 cars from the B. Green white checker upon us, and how about Joe Burns in that 3rd and final transfer position? Cooper Wilson leads the way from Joshua Walton, and what has Kai Jensen got? For Jared Burns in the final lap. Jensen just runs a little higher on the exit of turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Burns is out of fuel. I think Burns is out of fuel. He's slowing big time, and he goes from an A main to a potential. Well, he may not even make it across the start-finish line. Oh, he will. He's just going to roll across. Cooper Wilson gets the win in heat race number 3. Joshua Walton home in 2nd. Kai Jensen gets the 3rd and final transfer position. And you go back to Liam James. Jacob Croker makes up your top 5. Riley Stewart 6. Lindsay Hobbs 7. Jared Burns 8. And Dean Powell home in position number 9. Fourth and final heat race of the evening. And well, let's take a look at how they line up with Jason Crawford. We'll start on pole. To the outside of the front row, it's Zane O'Toole. Lachlan Phillips rolls up at a position number 3. Kobe Wright lines up at a position number 4. Riley Simpson from position number 5, and Justin Wright will start from position number 6. Position number 7, it's going to be Jason Burke. To the outside of him, it's going to be Luke Johnson. Position number 8, and Brady Buswell lines up out of position number 9. So heat number 3 is done. We're on our 4th and final heat race of the night before our last chance qualifier. We had 38 drivers sign into the pit area, which means there should be a C main. There'll definitely be a B main because we only take 20 into the feature event. But let's get ready for a start. Crawford in the 12. O'Toole in the 78. Green flag getting set to wave here at Lincoln Speedway. Round number 1 of the JR Productions and Media 360 Wings Sprint Cars. And it is a little bit of a dog's breakfast, but coming through is Jason Burke in the 74. But we are going to go yellow. I don't think race control. Might not even mean race control. That might just mean straight up iRacing with the car getting a little sideways in front. You see Kobe Wright in that number 10 machine. At Team 10, Complete Parts and Equipment Solutions. Dutton Garage. One of the 2 drivers you'll see from the Team 10 stable, competing throughout the course of what the next 6 weeks is, I think it is. And again, all 6 weeks live here on Ultimate Dirt TV, live across Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and of course live on the iRacing live page, the iRacing front page. So a big shout out to iRacing for getting us on board. Well, we hope that you're going to spend part of your Wednesdays here watching some sim racing. Let us know who you cheered for. So it looks like caution laps are counting for some reason. I must have missed it. I must have... It shouldn't have been on. That was my bad. Anyhow, we'll live with it. The boys are just going to have to deal with it. Hopefully we don't get too many cautions throughout the course of the feature event. So apologies to the drivers as... Oh no, there we go. Now we're back to 2 in the books. Been a while. Slide job by O'Toole on Crawford. Crawford goes back to the lead down into turn number 1. O'Toole going to throw it down into 1 and 2 one more time. Crawford back to the inside. Racing off at turn number 2 into turns 3. And we are yellow. This time it's going to be Jason Burke in car number 74. Ooh, just gets up over the left rear of Kobe Wright. Right, just sort of coming down the racetrack, and that might have been just a bit of how you go. It was just one of them deals, I guess. I could say a bit of a racing deal. Yeah, nice, Matt. Nice. Trust me, it'll change the whole way you go about racing on iRacing. Trust me. VR is the best thing. Alright, Sean, look forward to having you back next week, mate. Stay safe, enjoy your work. Remember, Round number 2 next week, 7:45 Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Timers. Right now and right meow, heat number 4 is 5.5 laps away from being complete. Lockie Phillips down to the inside on O'Toole, slides up in front of O'Toole. O'Toole tries to work it back to the inside. Justin Wright in the 78. One spot out of a transfer, but here comes Riley Simpson now to the outside. Little contact, but the brace once again is for second and third. Nearly 2x2 off turn number 4 with 4 laps left to run. Phillips goes to the cushion. Trying to find a way by Zane O'Toole in the 78. Simpson put the move on Justin Wright. And J-Dub tries to put the move back on him down into turn number 1. But Simpson and Wright. That's Justin Wright. Battling for 4th and 5th position. Meanwhile, Crawford's still leading the race. But here comes Zane O'Toole. A lap and a half to go. Crawford, can he hold on to a heat race victory? Here at the Lucas Oil Speedway, he's got 1 lap left to go. O'Toole goes down to the inside. Slide job. 3-way dance for the race lead. Crawford back to the race lead. Slide job. The left front nearly catches the infield tractor tire. Jason Crawford wins. Heat number 4 and a banger of a heat race. Lockie Phillips steals second at the line from Zane O'Toole, who comes home in 3rd position. What a way to wrap up the 4th and final heat race of the night. Before we move into our C main, let's take a look at those results quickly. Jason Crawford, Lachlan Phillips, and Zane O'Toole. So 7, 8, 9. So 4, 5, and 6 will go to the B. 7, 8, 9 will find themselves locked in your C main. And your C main drivers line up like this. Starting on the pole, it's going to be Reese May to the outside of the front row. It's James Rice. Lindsay Hobbs rolls off at a position number 3. Jason Burke will start from position number 4. Max Bevan rolls off at a position number 5. And Chris Nankerville lines up at a position number 6. Jared Burns will start from position number 7. Kobe Wright from position number 8. Position number 9, Taden Vickers out of position number 10. Andrew Corbett. Position number 11, Dean Powell. Position number 12, Luke Johnson. And position number 13, it's Clayton Wise. So that is a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And just quick enough just to get that camera off there as we get ready. 5 cars go to tonight's B main. Helms, check out Ultimate Dirt League on Facebook, mate. And also you give them a like while you're there, and you can also apply to Ultimate Dirt League. It basically started about 45 minutes ago, Helmsy. Hope you had a good stream tonight. So again, live looking at Dean Powell racing. Oh, someone needs to put a shirt on that bloke. Dean Powell, Chris Nankerville, tell your teammate, tell his roommate to put a shirt on behind him. Green flag gets out, and we're on the way. 12 laps is the distance. Reese May and James Rice. It's going to be Reese May to get the run down into turns 3. Look at Rice using the James Rice line through the middle of the racetrack. Nankerville looking for 3rd. Remember, Rice and Nankerville, they come together in the earlier heat race. Kobe Wright runs out in their position number 4, keeping on Luke Johnson. Tucked in behind the 74 of Jason Burke. They are outside looking in. Top 5 will go through to tonight's B main. And Johnson is on the outside looking in. We are yellow. Yellow flag on the racetrack. Andrew Corbett, Dean Powell. Couple of drivers involved in this one. I get the feeling that this might be, there it is. Oh! It's not been a happy week for the Corbett's. Max Bevan You can't park there, mate. You are not allowed to park there. Surely, you know, that's a Power Flats presentation rule. One day, these guys will learn. James Rice out in front. Chris Nankerville, again, live look in. Left of the screen, that's a live look in at Chris's house and what he is running. So, 3 screens, sim rig, got all the fancy equipment. And there he runs in position number 3 on the racetrack. That King Race Designs, car number 20. You guys are in the market for a new design on your race car? Check them out, King Race Designs. Now the field is in the hands of James Rice as the pace car, I should say. He's already taken a stage right to the pit area as we get ready to go back underway. And you'll see, main, this is where we start to eliminate drivers. There's 8 cars left on the racetrack, and 3 of them will go home. The other 5, they'll get one more chance and an opportunity to make tonight's 20-car field for round number 1 of the JR Productions and Media Ultimate Dirt League 360 Sprint Car season opener. Kobe right now, he was looking on the inside into turns 1 and 2. He's tucked in just to the left rear of the 20 machine of Chris Nankerville. Now right, trying to split the difference. He'll slide up. Nankerville gets into the right rear. He still holds on to position number 5. Oh no, what's going on there? James Rice and Reese May coming together. So what happens here? Ooh, Ricey, not once but twice. Just misjudged it just a little bit. Chris Nankerville got the tyre as well. Or did he get the tyre? Did he get the back end of that crash? Let's take a look. I dare say the rear end may be torn from that number 20 machine. So it just gets over the right rear there, so that wouldn't have done too much damage. Oh, the right rear just caught the front end. Yeah, that's never a good sign. Unfortunately, Nankerville's going to be back in the pit area. So we'll come back to green next time. Lights should be out on the racing.com safety car. Seven cars on the racetrack, 5 going through. Kobe Wright, Lindsay Hobbs, Jason Burke, Luke Johnson and Jared Burns at the moment are those top 5 drivers. Ready for the resumption of tonight's C-Main. We let him loose once again here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Jason Burke in position number 3 under some pressure right now from Luke Johnson. Back in 4th position in that Ultimate Dirt League number 2 machine. They're very easy on the throttle. Clear on the slide job from Johnson on Burke, but Burke turns it back underneath him as they race down into 3. Burke tries to stick to the bottom. He'll slide up. Johnson trying to wind it up on the top side of the racetrack. At the line, give it to Jason Burke, but here comes Johnson. Jared Burns watching this battle unfold, and one little mistake from these drivers could potentially mean they may not be going to the B. And they've got 2 to run. Reese May closing in, and now the 3-car battle is about to turn into a 4-car battle for the final 3 transfer positions. This is for 3, 4 and 5. May gets into the side of Jason Burke, and Jason Burke goes around. Tough deal for Berkey, but Kobe Wright going to be victorious in tonight's C-Main. 2nd will go to Lindsay Hobbs. 3rd at the line is going to be Luke Johnson, Jared Burns and Reese May. Unofficially your top 5. James Rice, in position number 6. And you go back to Jason Burke in 7th. And that was a very, very tough deal. Let's take a look at those official results before we move into the B main. And it will be Kobe Wright, Lindsay Hobbs, Luke Johnson, Jared Burns, and Reese May getting your 5 transfer positions in tonight's B main. Which means we have a B main lineup full of 17 drivers. And the top 8 will transfer into tonight's main event. Neville Wolf and Brett Hobbs line up in row number 1. Row 2 is going to be Liam James and Riley Simpson. Row 3, Trent Gosley and Tony Walsh. Row 4, Jacob Croker and Brady Boswell. Row 5 going to be Braden Morosky and Matt Bailey. Row 6, Riley Stewart and Justin Wright. Then you go back to row number 7 will be Kobe Wright and Lindsay Hobbs, your your C main winner and C main transferee, along with Luke Johnson and Joe Burns, who also come from the C main with Reese May. Starting from position number 17, will also coming in from a transfer from the C main. Hey Mitch, how are you mate? Hope everything is all good in the hood. So 8 cars to come from your B main. There should be a track reset coming up after this B main. Track's pretty slick, and I'll have 3 minutes to run the track in, just get it a little slicker rather than having a fresh racetrack. Now I'm surprised nobody has gone right upstairs into turns 3 and 4. You can run right up over the ledge, off the edge of the racetrack, or right around the concrete wall. Right up in that fluffy stuff. You can run up there, boys. Don't be afraid to wheel it up there. Nice. Well, good luck this weekend. Green flag goes out in tonight's B main. The last chance to make it into tonight's main event. Neville Olf, your race leader. You're watching the 65 entry of Riley Simpson, Liam James, Trent Gosley, Croker and Walsh. Side by side, this is your battle for the transfer position. Jacob Croker, look out for 99. Oh, here comes Tony Walsh. He saves it. Good job. There's some contact down into turn 1. And we are yellow. So there is the yellow. We've got Matt Bailey and Braden Morosky showing up on my replay on what happened here. So Bailey in the 94. Ooh. Stewart was on the inside. Bailey goes around. And they weren't even... It's just one of them things, I guess. Everybody checking up for the cars in front. So, yellow lights on around the Lucas Oil Speedway. Run number 1 of the JR Productions and Media 360 Winged Sprint Car Series, brought to you by Ultimate Dirt League. You can catch the next 5 weeks of action live right here across your, right across your social media page on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, on the iRacing Live page, and Twitch as well. Yes, that's the racing cars, buddy. You gotta be quiet, remember? So we do have a special guest in the booth. Yeah, you gotta shh. That's okay. Safety car takes a right-hand turn on the exit, on the entry to turn number 2, I should say. Turn 2. Olf, Hobbs, Simpson, your top 3. James and Gosley, your top 5. Croker, Stewart, and Boswell, your top 8. Green flag is back out once again. Your B main is underway once again. Oh, if I get on the right thing to change it. cameras will be right and ready to go. You're watching right now Liam James trying to fend up the challenge from Trent Gosley. Keep an eye on Riley Stewart. He's up to position number 7, trying to get by the 99, the Complete Parts and Equipment Solutions. Sean Dyson painted up livery. That is Jacob Croker in 7th. Buswell now trying to get around the outside of him in the 37 machine. Here comes Kobe Wright in the number 10 machine. One spot out is Kobe Wright. K-Dub gets up over the left rear right there. Brady Buswell. 6 down, 9 to run in your B main. Gosley, James, again they go wheel to wheel. Neville off your race leader from Brent Hobbs by half a second. He's got the field covered well and truly at this point. James again. He's trying to catch up to the back of Trent Gosley as Gosley tries to get by Riley Simpson for position number 3. So now he will do that. And now Riley Simpson under some pressure from Liam James. And keep an eye on Riley Stewart. Just rolling through the middle at the moment. K-Dub trying to go upstairs. He'll move to position number 7. Shuts the door on Buswell. Johnson. 2 spots out. Reese May just 1 spot out of a transfer. Trying to run the super. Look at Johnson trying to go through the middle of the racetrack. 5 to run. He goes through the middle of turn number 1 and 2 one more time. Brady Buswell has got the final ticket to the big dance. Johnson, here he comes, winding it up on the outside. 3-way battle for the final transfer position with 4 to run. May got into the left rear of Brady Buswell. Can he make something happen? Buswell goes right through the middle. Johnson probably needs to get upstairs in 3 and 4. And probably getting a little high there on the exit of turn 2. What a run by Reese May on the inside. Can May get the final transfer position with just 2 to run? He's got it at the line. Johnson dies down to the inside on Brady Buswell. Your leader is Hobbs. Brent Hobbs, your new race leader. Down into 1 and 2 we go for the final lap. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Your B main, run number 1 of the JR Productions and Media 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. It goes to Brent Hobbs. There's the battle for the transfer position, and Reese May will hold on. So Brent Hobbs gets the win from Neville off home in 2nd, Trent Gosley 3rd, Liam James 4th, Riley Simpson home in 5th, Riley Stewart 6th, Kobe Wright 7th, and Reese May unofficially getting the 8th and final transfer position from Luke Johnson 9th. Let's take a look at those official results to make sure it is all good in the hood. Johnson 9th, Buswell home in 10th, Bailey, Hobbs, Burns, Morosky, Wright, Walsh, and Croker. So a full track reset, 3 minutes for these drivers to work their magic. Here at the Lucas Oil Speedway, you'll see cars pouring out onto the racetrack. A field of 20 drivers is set. We will take a break. On the other side of this, it'll be about 1 more minute before we come back. We'll play a couple of quick commercial breaks just to thank our sponsors one final time. And then we'll get ready for round number 1 of the JR Productions and Media 360 Wing Sprint Car Series, brought to you by Ultimate Dirt League right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV coverage. Round number 1 of the JR Productions and Media 360 Wings Sprint Car Series, brought to you by Ultimate Dirt League. Check them out on Facebook at Ultimate Dirt League. Catch the next 5 weeks after tonight, so a total of 6 weeks to see who will be crowned your 360 Winged Sprint Car Championship. Can Riley Stewart go back-to-back on championships? He was your last Ultimate Dirt League champion with the Worth Australia Big Block Modified Series, and hence the reason why he runs the Ultimate Dirt League number 1 car. We'll give that to the option of the driver that wins the last series to run the 1 car if they wish, and he has opted to say yes, he will run it for this series. 20 cars getting set to take to the racetrack. Let's take a look right now, ladies and gentlemen. Your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for round number 1 of the JR Productions and Media 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. From position number 20, it's Reese May. To the inside position number 19, Kobe Wright. Your 9th row to the outside position number 18, Riley Stewart. Position number 17, it's Riley Simpson. Outside your 8th row in position number 16, Liam James. To the inside position number 15, it's Trent Gosley. Your 7th row on the outside, position number 14, Neville Off. To the inside, position number 13, Brent Hobbs. 6th row to the outside, position number 12, it's Zane O'Toole. Position number 11 on the inside, it's Kai Jensen. We go to your top 10, your 5th row on the outside, position number 10, it's Nick Ryan. To the inside, position number 9, David Clifford. 4th row to the outside, Lachlan Phillips will start position number 8. To the inside from position number 7, Joshua Walton. Position number 6, outside your 3rd row, it's Cooper Dunn. To the inside, position number 5, quick time tonight, it's Nathan Vanderwacker. Position number 4, we go into your 4 heat race winners. Position number 4, outside row number 2 for JSI Racing, it's Jason Crawford. Position number 3, heat race number 3 winner, it's Cooper Wilson. And your front row for tonight's main event, outside on the front row, position number 2, heat race number 2 winner, it is Daniel Boyd. And on the pole of tonight's 35 lap main event, he was heat race number 1 winner for SM Sim Sports, it is Joshua Barry. Ready for a start here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. The pace car is off, and we are ready to find out who will take out the opening round of the JR Productions and Media 360 Wing Sprint Car Series, brought to you by Ultimate Dirt League. Round number 1. And not sure what's going on. Premature pace car is coming back onto the racetrack. Well. What happened there? Okay. Making sure that one doesn't go. So again, got me all excited for nothing. Let's try that again. We're ready to go. The JR Productions and Media 360 Wing Sprint Car Series, brought to you by Ultimate Dirt League. Round number 1. 35 laps on the board. We're about to go live for 35, and we are green here at Lucas Oil Speedway. It's Joshua Barry to lead the field down into turn number 1. Daniel Boyd, Cooper Wilson side by side, and immediately we are going to go yellow. Reese May, Kobe Wright involved in this one. So keep it on the 13. He's certainly been in the thick of things here tonight. Not sure what he was doing. Not sure what in the world Reese May was doing. Jump on the start. Wow. Baldwin, I can't say that. I can't say it. I have no idea what he was thinking. So caution flag. And what will essentially take away lap number 1. Pardon? Safety car goes off. Now, the reason why there is a single file restart is because we did not get 1 lap completed. So automatically iRacing goes to the single file restart, which means we are nose to tail until they get to the start finish line. So let's try it again. 34 on the board. This time the field is in the hands of Joshua Barry, and he's ready to lead the field, already down into 1 and 2. We'll see if we can catch the battle between Daniel Boyd and Cooper Wilson. Boyd to the middle. Wilson goes down low through turns 3, out of turn number 4. They moved up just a little bit, but it is right now Joshua Barry, your race leader, with the battle is on for the minor places between Daniel Boyd, Cooper Wilson. Boyd has position 3, or has position 2 over position number 3 now. Meanwhile, they're nearly 3 wide there on the exit of turn number 4. Van der Wacker, no, Crawford gets into the side of Van der Wacker, and we go yellow. And I think Crawford knew as soon as he went up into 1 and 2, the initial contact was made. And Van der Wacker goes around, and it's a long way to the back now for Nathan Van der Wacker. Just gets a little up off the racetrack. See, they were 3 wide just a little bit. Crawford goes for the slider, and the right rear to left rear contact. And Van der Wacker, he must be a little, just know that he'd be a little upset about that. So it looks like Crawford going to be sent to the tail end of the field. Kobe Wright back in the pit area. He's done. So we'll pick up your race leader. So we've got 19 cars on the racetrack. All right. So safety car is still on. Sorry, I was in the middle of dad duties at the minute. So I think Van der Wacker trying to get his spot back, but there's no way he'll be. There's no way that the spot should be given back to him. So Van der Wacker will go back and fall in line behind the rest of the field. See Crawford now just getting the end of line penalty. Reese May got a bent car, not surprised. Safety car goes off again in the hands . So the field in the hands of Josh Barry, waiting, and we're back underway. 4 down, 31 to go. Keep an eye on Lockie Phillips and Nick Ryan sitting in 4th and 5th position. Get a little high there for the 81 entry of Joshua Walton. Now cuts it back down to the inside. Hobbs trying to get by Clifford. Everybody just trying to set themselves and settle into a rhythm as Kai Jensen Simpson gets into the back of Liam James. Now here comes Trent Gosley, and we'll now go 3 wide. Look at Riley Stewart. One car got some connection issues, or mechanical issues I should say. That's a 65 entry of Cooper Dunn. Stewart, expect him to be one of the hard chargers. Speaking of the hard chargers, that's Brent Hobbs at the minute and Riley Simpson both +7 at the moment. Stewart +6. You know Riley Stewart is going to have that number 1 machine hooked up towards the end of the feature event. Might just be a little tight at the minute, but 8 laps in, 27 to go. Continue to circulate around Lucas Oil Speedway. Your top 3 have just spread themselves out just a little bit. So there's your race leader. Oh, sorry, there's your 2nd place driver at the minute, just in front of you, behind your race leader of Joshua Barry. And these drivers will have their cars set up for the back half of this feature event. They might be a little tight at the minute. Still got a heavy fuel load in the race cars. Probably sitting at, I want to say, at around probably 15 gallons or so, I'd say. And we are yellow. Reese May back in the pits. And, well, Kai Jensen also involved in this one. Reese May also involved. So there is Kai Jensen. Oh, just gets into the left rear there. Reese May actually just entered the pits, so actually, why did it say he crashed? What happened to Reese May? He's already got a bent up race car, and it's probably best that he didn't. No, okay, didn't do anything, just done the right thing and went straight back to the pits. Again, a bent race car will do that. Zano Tool back in the pit area. So Kobe Wright credited with a 20th place finish. Reese May 19th. Zano Tool in 18th. Now Cooper Dunn back in the pit area, and I believe he was the driver that had that mechanical issue. So that'll leave us with 16 cars. Safety car should go right. That it does, and Joshua Barry is ready to bring us back under the green flag here at Lucas Oil. Round number 1 of the JR Productions and Media 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. Big thanks to James Rice, of course, Worth Australia, Ash Hammond Signer Designs, and LJR. $12 down, 23 to go. And it was a very slow pace, but a consistent pace at that. Walton trying to get by Cooper Wilson, but now Wilson having a look up on the inside of your race leader. Barry has got his hands full at the moment with the 14 entry of Cooper Wilson. Wilson stays committed to the bottom side. Riley Simpson, Riley Stewart sitting in 9th and 10th. Both drivers plus 8 positions. Simpson looking to get by Neville Ulf to move into tonight's hard charger. Lockie Phillips, Nick Ryan. Good effort by Nick Ryan up to position number 5 at the minute. And Riley Simpson back now in 16th position. He will be the one for the reason for the course of the caution. I'm guessing an infield tractor tyre is where it's going to be. Or it might even be the outside wall. Going into 3. Oh no. That was weird. Stewart caught a little piece of that. So again, just watch this. Here, it's probably just gets up in, oh, it just gets into the right rear and the car just spins around on him. Stewart, dare say, may have caught a little bit of front end damage out of that one. Daniel Boyd in the 79 coming through and having a good chunk of that damage as well. So, round number 1 of the JR Productions and Media 360 Wing Sprint Car Series brought to you by Ultimate Dirt League. Ready to go back racing. And it's Joshua Barry. And again, the choices has to be made where he wants to go. No doubt he would have come up and thought about, had a bit to think about under the yellow flag conditions. Nick Ryan trying to make use of the slide line in 3 and 4. He'll try and do it in 1 and 2 as well. Hobbs looking up on the inside. Lockie Phillips just going to slip outside the top 5. But this is a good battle. 4, 5 and 6 going on at the moment. Hobbs has got 5th. Phillips back to 6. It's probably top 1 and 2. And if you can hit it right, top 3 and 4. If you're game enough, probably not quite there just yet to run the complete outside. Meanwhile, Walton up to position number 2. He gets by Cooper Wilson. And now comes after Josh Barry. Barry, a little over 2/10 of a second lead. Wilson trying to come back at Walton in turn number 1 and 2. Nose to tail down into 3. There's Walton. Running the outside groove over the edge of the racetrack. Cuts back down to the inside in turn number 1 and 2. You've got a new race leader down the back straight away. Walton to position number 1. Can he hold on? Here comes Barry back to the outside. Walton's got up by 3/4 of a car length. So even if the caution flag comes out, regardless of who's in front, Walton will be credited with the race lead. Barry goes back through the middle. Walton trying to slide up just a little bit. Barry trying to drive it deeper into turns 1. He's now going to open himself up to lose position number 2. Look at the top 3 all running different lines in turn number 3 and 4. You love to see it here at Lucas Oil Speedway. 12 to run. Wilson to the inside on Barry. And the bottom of 1 and 2 is just absolutely mint at the moment. They've got all sorts of moistures. Hello DJ, welcome in buddy. Barry, it's the battle of the 14s. Barry and Wilson. Wilson in the first of the 14s on the inside. Barry upstairs in 3 and 4. Loses out Nick Ryan back in position number 4. 5th is Brent Hobbs. Then you go back to Lockie Phillips, followed by Riley Stewart. Nathan Vanderwacker having to come back through the field. Stewart, your hard charge at the minute, plus 11. Brent Hobbs, hell of a drive, plus 8. Walton has gone plus 6 to the race lead. Lockie Phillips. There he is in that number 17 machine, just in front of the 1 machine. That's Riley Stewart. And the reason why he drives the number 1, if you missed it before, is that he is a previous champion with Ultimate Dirt League. So, the guys have made up the paint just to run that number 1 car for this league only. Hobbs in 5th position. 3/10 of a second lead for Joshua Walton. In fact, it's getting shut. It's getting closed in quite a bit. 6 to run. Walton and Wilson. Wilson just looks a little better at the moment. And now he is all over the rear nerve bar. Walton's opened up the door for Wilson to go up on the inside. Who's going to get the run out of turn number 2? 5 to go. Walton and Wilson neck and neck, toe to toe. Through turn number 4. We have 4 remaining, and at the start-finish line, you can barely split them at the start-finish line. Here comes Wilson with a big run down the back straight once again. Walton through the middle of the racetrack. He just seems a little better mid-turn at turn number 3 and 4. Now make it 3 to go between Joshua Walton in the 81. Cooper Wilson in car number 14. Wilson needs to do something different because turn 4 is where he's losing ground. 1 and 2. He makes it up on the exit of turn number 2. You see him closing up on the left rear side by side. Battle for the lead one more time down into turns 3 and 4. The white flag is out. 1 to run. The season opener, the JR Production and Media 360 Wing Sprint Car Series, and Cooper Wilson's got it down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Walton back to the inside, drag race to the line. Walton wins by 0.025 of a second. Are you kidding me? Joshua Walton, he gave it up and then took it back, dangling a carrot in front of Cooper Wilson's nose. Oh my, what a way to open up the season. Wilson's doing donuts. Who's going to get it? Let's take a look at the official results. Walton wins 0.025 of a second from Cooper Wilson. Joshua Barry third. Fourth will go to Brent Hobbs. Nick Ryan rounds out your top five. Great battle between Ryan and Hobbs there for fourth and fifth. Lachlan Phillips, Riley Stewart, Nathan Vanderwager, Kai Jensen, and David Clifford make up your top 10. Daniel Boyd, Neville Alf, Jason Crawford, Liam James, Trent Gosley, top 15. Riley Simpson, Cooper Dunn, Zane O'Toole, Reese May, and Kobe Wright. Holy cow, boys. A season opener to remember. Cooper Wilson and Joshua Walton putting on what is arguably could be the race of the season. Let's drag the boys down there and let's chat to your winner here tonight. Driving car number 81, it's Josh Walton. And Walton, talk about dangling a carrot in front of Cooper Wilson. That was a hell of a finish, buddy.
Yeah, mate, that was pretty hectic. I slipped up a little bit there with a couple to go, and yeah, just managed to cross back under him and get up beside him on the last corner, and yeah, won that one by a B's you know what.
Were you a little bit worried because in 3 and 4 you were so much quicker through the middle? When he got underneath you and you had to sort of cut back, were you worried that he was going to take that line away going into the final turn on the final lap?
Yeah, I expected him to sort of hug the bottom a little bit more, but my plan sort of paid off. And early on, when he got up the inside of me, just sort of kept our distance and made sure we didn't kill each other. And he sort of made me search through the middle. And the marbles built up pretty nicely, and I managed to find that middle line and just pulled the wing back a little bit and yeah, just throttled the car and managed to keep that middle rolling.
With the officials this week, they're at this racetrack. Have you done many officials that sort of helped you prepare for tonight's event?
Definitely not, mate. I've done probably the least amount of practice I have done. Far too busy with work and didn't really get a chance to do any practice. So, yeah, I don't know if it helped me or made me more nervous.
This racetrack, do you like it? Do you not like it? Your overall thoughts on the track in general here on iRacing?
Yeah, I think it's great. It's probably one of the most realistic tracks as sort of racing wise, and it seems to stay a lot more slimy for a longer period of time, and then it wears off a lot quicker than most. I searched up top in 3 and 4 for a couple of laps there early on, and even though it was not too bad, but yeah, that's no man's land up there.
Well, mate, congratulations on picking up the season opener here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Before we let you go, of course, a lot of great people that obviously need to be thanked on this race car.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I've got to say big thanks to Hobbsy, Beat the Duck Esports. He does a lot for everyone, and definitely can't thank him enough for what he does for us boys. Yeah, Hobbs Trenching and Boring, North Central Solutions, Trent Pullman Designs, 81 Racewear, and yeah, everyone else. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that one, Pete.
But are we gonna see the plans for you for this season? Are you planning on running the 6 weeks, or what's the plans for you for this series?
Yeah, I plan to, mate. Yeah, as long as all my stars align, yeah, I'll be back for sure, definitely now.
No, buddy. Look, well on the win. Hopefully, we'll see you back next week.
Absolutely.
There we go, guys. Joshua Walton, home in position number 1. Home in position number 2, 0.025 of a second. And, well, Cooper, one that slipped away by a 0.025 of a second. You must be happy with the second place, but, I mean, in the end, it's one spot shy of where you wanted to be, right?
Oh, yeah, it's always good to get a 1-2 for the team, but, yeah, sort of stepped on it there in 3 and 4 and just didn't really hit the bottom as well as I wanted, and, yeah, let that one slip. But, well, what you can't ask for a better finish, I suppose, eh?
Yeah, not definitely right. Took a little bit to get by Barry there, but once yourself and Walton got by, you had to run Walton down. You did that, and those last sort of 5-6 laps, you know, you really closed in quite substantially. What was going through your mind at that point, and you know, trying to catch up, and you know, because it's one thing to catch him, and then it's another thing to try and make that pass complete.
Oh yeah, I was just sort of buying my time there with Barry. Just like I knew I had the car speed, so I was just sort of sitting there waiting, and then sort of Josh come on there, and we talked our way through it, got past him, and then yeah, I sort of set my eyes after him and just tried to keep hitting my lines and lap after lap. And yeah, when we got to him, it was another thing of trying to pass him when we're both running the bottom, but you just got to show your nose up there, and I know he's going to give me room. So, yeah, we got it up there, and then, eventually got past. I know he was running the middle there, and I think that line sort of come to him there towards the end. But, no, it was a good race.
Right, bottom was there in 1 and 2 compared to 3 and 4. You were lacking a little bit of speed in 3 and 4, where Walton was you sort of run in the middle and you sort of had to stick on the bottom. What was it like going into that final turn on the final lap?
Oh yeah, I knew that. I hit 1 and 2 pretty good there. I knew I was pretty good out of 2, and then sort of came down the back straight in front of him there, and I knew he was going to be there and somewhere abouts, but yeah, I don't know if a bit of pressure got to me, but yeah, we just sort of missed the bottom there on the entry and sat a bit too far in the slick, and then yeah, she was a drag race to the line, but yeah, it's all you can ask for though for a 1-2.
If you had your time over again, what would you do differently?
Would have definitely stuck the bottom in 3 and 4 way harder.
Mate, well done on second place. No doubt a lot of people that need to be thanked on this race car.
Yeah, just Hobbs beat the Dark Esports, all that he does for the team. It's just great. And then all the great sponsors that we have: Hobbs Drenching and Boring, North Central Solutions, 81 Racewear, Trent Pullman Designs, and hopefully we put on a good show for Pete.
All right, certainly did, boys. Well done on the 1-2 for Josh Walton and Cooper Wilson. We'll chat to our pole sitter tonight, who comes home in third place tonight. Josh, congratulations on third place. And well, third place, you can't be too disappointed with how the season opener has gone for you, buddy. Get a copy? You're pressing the wrong push to talk button.
No, I got you.
Oh, okay. You can't be too disappointed with how the season opener's gone. Third place, you got to be happy with that, right?
Nah, definitely. Considering the lack of laps, I just sort of jumped on and gave it a whirl, and ended on the podium. Can't complain.
Obviously, with the inversion, starting up the front of the opening heat race, it was always crucial to get that heat win. Obviously, it's going to not do you not do your points all that well, but to get yourself top 3 in the heat and now get a top 3 in the feature, that's going to sort of dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole.
Well, we actually qualified, I think, 5th overall, so we came out of P3 in the first heat. And managed to snag the win, so that was crucial for setting the night up. But that was critical to get a start at the front of the feature and give these boys a run.
Hey, did you feel comfortable? You look like you were sort of just searching around, and it's always hard being out in front, because you don't know generally where the faster guys are coming from, what lines they're running, because they've obviously got more time to move around and whatnot. Did you feel comfortable anywhere on the racetrack?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there. I probably felt too good too early. I didn't think the track would go as slick as it did, as quick as it did. So then when I saw them closing in, I sort of went searching, and I was probably a little bit too tight to hit that bottom like they were. But as the laps went on, that middle line came back in, and I sort of matched them towards the end. I just probably needed to try and defend a little bit better when they were coming at me. But as the leader, it's hard, like you say, to know where to run. You're sort of the pioneer, and other guys can search behind you. But they had wicked speed all night, so credit to them.
Well, mate, well done on the third place here in the season opener. Before we let you go, of course, so we know there's a lot of good sponsors on this car, a lot of great people behind the scenes. Who makes this happen for you, mate?
Yeah, so just the boys at High Octane, Nathan and Max. Yourself and UDTV for putting this on. You do a great job. And then obviously UDL for putting the series on. It's been a while since we've had a series run, and it's finally good to get some laps in.
All right, mate. Well done on third place, and hopefully we'll see you back next week and throughout the course of the season, mate.
Will do. Cheers.
There we go. Joshua Barry, ladies and gentlemen, home in position number 3. That'll wrap up, of course, the post-race coverage here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thanks to JR Productions and Media, LJR, Luke Johnson Racing, Ash Hammond Sign Designs, and Worth Australia. with their support for the series. Joshua Walton, 0.025 of a second. You know what? Let's relive. Let's relive that last lap pass. This is the white flag. Ready? How could you not like this? Down into 3. So this is coming to the white flag. White flag should be out now. Oh no, that's the white flag. So he gets him. He's got him. Wilson's got him down the back stretch. And Walton just uses the cutback line and just sticks the bottom. He finds the moisture, and that's all she wrote. 0.025 of a second. A 1-2 for the Beat the Dark Esports boys. Congratulations to Joshua Walton. But that'll wrap us up here on Ultimate TV. Big thank you to everybody that has tuned in here tonight as we get ready for round number 2 next week. Going to be live across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But until then, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night.